Hello, good to be with you today. Today's joke, I told two people and neither one of them got it right away. Here you go. A waiter says to the customer, "Do you want a box for your leftovers?" And the customer says, "No, but I'll wrestle you for them." I'll wrestle you for them. I think maybe there's one good joke in this whole book. God's Little Instruction Book says, honesty is the first chapter in the book of wisdom. Romans 12:17 says, provide things honest in the sight of all people. Words to live by. Here we go. Among Jews, there are words sung when greeting the Rebbe, or erstwhile leader of the sect to which you belong. Rebbe is the old world word for rabbi. For the Rebbe is the symbol of the joy that Jews seek. His faith is secure, his spiritual journey leads to higher realms for himself and his followers. Until recent times, the Rebbeim, the plural of Rebbe, were considered to be true intermediaries between God and man. Their prayers were considered prayers well received by the Almighty himself. Of some it was said the prayer ascended directly to heaven, for they were sent by one whose connection to heaven was entirely secure. Thus, when greeting the Rebbe, do so with joy, simcha. Don't do it with despair or fear. Don't be afraid. The Rebbe will show you the way best suited for your purposes. Jews are warmed by such ideas, for joy to them is the epitome of all human emotion. When one is in a state of simcha, one feels free and at home with the world. Together you are joining in the ultimate journey to God's throne and to peace when you are in simcha. I've been asked many times, do you believe death is final? Whoever asked that question has his or her own definition of the word final. It can mean the end of any existence. It can mean that what I know now or experience now ceases and it will never be exactly the same. It can mean that the relationship of yesterday, today, and tomorrow has ended. During my lifetime, I've met individuals who have said to me, I know I'm living another round of life. My current life dramatically differs from any other that I've known. I've recently read of people who have appeared in Jerusalem and at their host's Sabbath table have related Holocaust memories as if they had lived in another time, another place, and experienced the horrors of the Holocaust. Recently, a woman spoke to me. She taught history in a South Portland high school. The lesson was on Second World War experiences. And a handful of local students raised their hands and said, my parents have told me that the Holocaust was a figment of other people's imaginations. The teacher was stunned. And no matter what evidence she tried to bring to the class, the students rejected it. And she asked me, what can I do about this? I suggested that there are survivors ready to testify, and she said they tried that and it was rejected. She came to the class armed with artifacts, hoping it would impress them. Again, rejection. Finally, one student broke ranks and said, even if it didn't happen, the fact that someone could articulate such horror should alert us to the darkness of the human soul. And I must say, the voices who continue to speak about human horrors and attempt to reconcile them, those voices are dark indeed. Let's be at prayer. Lord, help us to find joy and to search for joy. Help us to stay realistic and never forget that the Holocaust is as real as anything ever. Help us to hold on to that which was so terrifying that it might never happen again. Bless, preserve, and sustain us, Lord, that we might be one in Thee, now and forever. Amen. May God watch out for thee and me until we meet again. Amen. Amen.